have to take this off to walk you guys through my nighttime skin routine. Hey guys, I am Dr. Shereene Idriss, a cosmetic dermatologist, and I got my fancy new PJs on, and I'm gonna walk you through my nighttime skincare routine. So why don't you grab your toothbrush so we can go to bed together, because if you don't brush your teeth, I'm not going to bed with you. After I brush my teeth, and this is just a little tip, if you guys are into brightening your teeth or whitening them, I would say use a white strip. I don't use it for the full 30 minutes that it tells you to because I have sensitive teeth, but even if you get 5 minutes every day, it's better than nothing. That's my MO in life when it comes to whitening your teeth, to working out, to doing pretty much anything. 5 minutes is better than none. So I actually, for the most part, only brighten the top ones because my lower teeth are very sensitive. I am not wearing as much makeup as I used to wear because of the whole mask situation, but I do wear sunscreen every day. I draw in my brows. These are illusions, they're not real. And I wear mascara and a little bit of under eye concealer. So that being said, I always start off by taking off my makeup, followed by a cleanser. Now, if I'm only wearing sunscreen and no makeup, I actually skip the Bioderma part and I just cleanse twice. And I'll show you guys what I use. But I soak up a cotton pad and I start with my eyebrows, which always make me sad because they really do frame a face. Can you guys please get rid of the makeup wipes? The only time you should ever use a makeup wipe is pretty much never, unless you are tipsy and you don't have the energy to make it to the bathroom. Maybe keep an extra stash as an emergency next to your bed. Or if you are on a plane and you really want to get rid of the makeup so it's not sitting on your face or your eyes, but it's not really getting rid of it, just FYI, it's just smooshing it around. So now that I've gotten rid of my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and you guys can see the under eye bags from my toddlers that I have. I like this one by VANICREAM. It is the cheapest, most gentle cleanser you can find. Now, when I use only sunscreen and no makeup, I will wash my face, like I said, twice in order to get all of that sunscreen off. And I use lukewarm water, nothing too hot at all. And you don't have to heat the product in your hand like all these people say you do. Just get it on your face. And the true test comes when I dry my face. See if anything is left behind. Now that I've made a watery mess, let's see. Oh, I had my eyelashes still. So I will probably just go back, clean that off. But there's really not much on my face at this point. Once we take our makeup off and we've washed our face, we exfoliate. However, listen to me and listen to me well, okay? Turn off the music. You guys are way over exfoliating. I don't know who's discovered that this is like the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm telling you guys to exfoliate like 20 times a day. But I have a lot of patients coming in with really red inflamed skin and their skin barrier is completely disrupted. And so if you're gonna exfoliate, less is more. 2 to maybe 4-ish times a week, depending on the type of exfoliation that you're using and the acids that you're using. But I'm going to show you guys today a lighter version of exfoliating because I'm going to use a prescription strength retinoid. Do not do this yourselves at home if you are not somebody who's used to using retinoids, because it will make your skin extremely inflamed and irritated. So stick to the acids on one night and to the retinols or retinoids on the other night, unless you are a seasoned retinoid user, and then you can kind of mix them together and you know your skin. So this is not for beginners, but I'm going to show you guys a beginner's exfoliation, and it is this one by L'Oreal, the REVITALIFT 10% glycolic acid. I hate that it comes in a dropper. No, I didn't design the packaging, but I do love the playtime that this product has. A little bit goes a long way. And when you are exfoliating, I'll tell you from here to your tatas, okay? Because this is a unit. You may not see it in your teens. You may not notice it in your 20s. You might kind of believe me in your 30s, but by the time you hit your 40s, you will thank me for taking care of the skin next to your tatas. Because if you wear a shirt, you want to make sure that it's a unit and that, you know, it matches. So that is how I exfoliate. And did you guys just see how much coverage I got from that glycolic acid? I like it because it's 10%. I also like glycolic acid because it helps with pigmentation, and that is one of my biggest issues. Now, once a week or so, I will not give up on my tried and true BIOLOGIQUE RECHERCHE. Do not use if you're pregnant or attempting to get pregnant or breastfeeding. You can use glycolic acid. So I had to give up on BIOLOGIQUE for a while I had my babies. So I've exfoliated, I am nice and dewier now, and after I exfoliate, this is where you enter the toners and serums. I'm not a huge toner fan. However, for your purposes today, and because I'm originally Lebanese, I want to show you guys this rose water that I bought from the local ethnic store. First of all, it's 10 ounces, and I bought it from an ethnic store in New York City, so it's $4.99. But in the suburbs, I bet you this is $2.75, and if I were on the prices right, I bet you I would win. So rose water is a personal fave. I guess I learned this from my grandmother, not to sound cliche, but I really did. And the reason I like it is because with the mask usage, I have rosacea. It gets really red and inflamed around here. And so at night, I just dab a little bit of rose water, kind of in the areas that the mask hits, where I have the most redness, it's the cotton pad, and inflammation, okay? So that's sort of what I do. So once I've dabbed the rose water off, I then apply my serums. Now, ding, 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 side note. If you are an eye cream, this is also where you want to use your eye cream. I use eye creams more in the winter, not so much in the summer, but tonight I'm going to put a little bit of Vaseline under my eyes because I want to show you how I use the Vaseline under my eyes with a prescription strength retinoid. So I will let that sit for a minute or two, and then I'll use my serums. And the serums that I'm using are Discoloration Defense, which has tranexamic acid, and tranexamic acid, again, another dropper. Why do you guys all want to be chemists? Okay, just go to a lab. Is a great product to help with melasma, and that's also when my pigmentation got worse. So I will focus it on the tops of my cheeks because it really got worse here with my son, okay? I don't put this on my neck or chest because I don't have much pigmentation here. And then I use this one by MURAD, which has 2% hydroquinone. Again, another controversial ingredient. I use the over-the-counter hydroquinone in the summer because it will make you more sun sensitive. In the wintertime, I'll go ahead and use prescription strength hydroquinone because again, I'm not scared of it. Do I use it all year round, all the time? No, I take breaks. So I use it for like a month on, then I'll probably take, a month off and vice versa, depending on how my skin is reacting. So learn your skin is the point of that. So now that I have applied the serums and I already put my eye cream, this is where it gets interessante. I use retinoids, so tretinoin 0.05%, it's prescription. A little bit goes a very long way. And this tiny little poop, 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 bing, boop, boop, and then I have a tiny bit left. I dab it under my eyes on top of the Vaseline because the Vaseline is gonna act like a barrier to minimize how effective it's gonna be under the eyes, but it's not gonna completely block it. So it's gonna help at least with the fine lines around the eyes. Do you need a special fancy eye cream? No, you don't. If you're prone to milia, I would be careful with the Vaseline, but if you're not, it's perfecto. And then because I said don't forget about this area, here's a little trick. So on the nights that I don't use the prescription retinoid, I use retinol, and this is one by, again, L'Oreal, it's 0.3%. Another dropper. So I take the L'Oreal retinol, put it in my palm, and then I dilute it with AVENE HYDRANCE Intense Hydrating Serum because you can't really tolerate it so much on the neck, but when you dilute it, first of all, you have a lot more coverage, but your neck will tolerate it because who wants a chicken neck? Okay, and I don't have the best jawline to begin with, so I really want to make sure I fight my genetics, fight my genetics. So that is that. And then finalement, we end it with the Muchissimo Dinero one, which honestly is very expensive, I know, but quarantine sucks. And if something's gonna give me a little bit of a way to dream, I'm doing it. And it's Clé de Pose Intensifying, I don't even know which one is it, this is the Intensive Fortifying Emulsion. Too many, three big words is too much for me to handle. But it's an intensive fortifying emulsion. I like it because it's a very lightweight hydrating serum. That's not to say that I don't use this because I do use this one too. But because I'm doing something fancy for you guys with a new PJ set, I'm using the Clé de Peau. but I will not use the Kidippo from here to here because I'm not wasting it. It's too expensive. So I use this at the very end. Yes, there's fragrance. Don't come after me. I am not scared of fragrance. Okay, when I develop that allergy and that problem, I will stop it then. Same, why am I planning my funeral before I die? Right? So don't be scared of fragrance. And that is it. And now I'm ready to go to bed. So did you brush your teeth? Because if you did, you can join me. You guys thought I was done? Nope. I jump into bed, do a pillow talk during for all of you guys. I pop in Allegra because my allergies are terrible. And then I have a little surprise. I have a custom coulis fridge. And in it, that is not for tonight. This I spray on my pillow because we need all the help for relaxing we can get in quarantine. And oh, this is what I use in winter on my lips. J'adore. And then these are usually for the morning. But given that I've just gone through my whole skincare for you guys and I'm exhausted, I'm going to go ahead and
My love, it's 2 p.m.